What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we'll be taking a look at a title called LUNACID. This is one that was on my radar like a year ago, and I just never quite got around to it, but I've talked about it here on the channel before. I don't think that From Software's best game is Armored Core, and I don't think that From Software's best game is Elden Ring, or Dark Souls, or any of that kind of stuff. I think the best games that From Software ever made were a little-known title called King's Field, which I had the game on my PlayStation 2 way back in the day, and I played it non-stop. I beat it about 100 gajillion times. That's an actual official term right there. Don't get it twisted. That's a real term, okay? 100 gajillion times. That's quantifiable. I beat it a bunch of times, and I've maintained that King's Field is one of those things that, like, nobody seems interested in rebooting. Obviously, someone feels fondly about it, though, because LUNACID is here, and I've been told by people through the grapevine that this is basically the spiritual successor to King's Field, which was a first-person dungeon-crawling hardcore RPG that From Software put out before they made Dark Souls and Demon Souls. So we're going to dive on into LUNACID today. The game's been in early access for about a year on the dot, and we're going to see if it's a good fit, if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or otherwise pass on. If after watching this you wanted to get the early access for yourself, I'll have a link for you down below in the description, and then of course on top of that, you can also find a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream where you can join me live most days of the week. I tend to stream 3 to 4 days a week. Let's go ahead and play. Yes, I will start a new game in that slot. Sounds good. Somebody really did a number on that eel. Totally normal. That's just a thing that crows do. Sometimes they like to go out to the ocean and worship the moon. The more purpley-warply the moon is, the happier it makes the crows. Don't worry, I'm a crowyologist. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Long ago, a great beast came from the sea and brought with it a poisonous fog that spread across the earth. Corrupting everything it reached, the poison fog slowly transformed the world and brought about a new age. Now, grounded by the poison sky and outnumbered by creatures, humankind became desperate and formed feudal kingdoms. Closed off from each other, they became paranoid and are on the brink of extinction. Those deemed undesirable, such as criminals or the ill, are cast out, banished into the depths of the Great Well, a pit of the diseased and undead. The Great Well is said to have but one door to the surface.
That's our guy, huh? So to get this straight, a big dragon came out of the ocean, it burped on some part of Midlands, England, and now all of humanity has fallen. I'm trying to get, oh God, okay, yep, dead bodies go inside the giant well, sure. Wretched thief. Thinking of stealing your life back? You belong to the depths now. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, I thought maybe he'd just step on his hand. No, he whipped out a hatchet. Okay. I was just trying to get the premise of the game right. That was my main concern here, is that apparently Midlands, England needs to be protected from being burped on by dragons at all costs. That's a weird weakness for humanity to have, but frankly, it's better than just blaming it on like greed, like most games do. Let's go ahead and we will put in our name here, Splattercat. All right, and so our beauty, we can decide what we want to look like here. Does it matter? Like, I'm gonna be this guy right here. This guy's got kind of a Dark Souls-y vibe to him. And it looks like we've got a number of different stats. This is my first impressions of the game, by the way. So we can be a witch, we can be a vampire, we can be an undead. It looks like we can be a royal. I want to be a cleric. I always play clerics in games like this, but I need to get, like, some kind. Apparently you can bring in your own like portraits or whatever if you want to. I need something that looks clerical though. Like who looks divine and clerical in here? I'll probably just stick with this guy. All right, let's go for it. I finalized my creation. Oh, I like the wobble they put on the loading text. The Hollow Basin. All right, so taking a look around. Oh, there's a very slight lean when you rotate the camera, but no head bob. That's a good start. I'm not a big fan of head bob. I've been playing a lot of games lately that have like egregious quantities of head bob and then also don't give you a meter inside the options to fix it. What did it say back here? I didn't see what it said. Looks like we've got an inventory over here. It looks like we've got weapons, magical rings, and quick items we can play around with. However, we don't seem to have armor or anything else like that. Oh, there is a view bob right there. Very nice. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a little bit more FOV as well. But the game having an FOV slider is a very good thing. Some people get motion sick if they're locked into too tight of an FOV, and so they're pretty much locked out of games that have a very tight, very focused, unresolvable, unchangeable FOV, and it just makes those games utterly unapproachable for those people. I used to get motion sickness when I was younger, playing things like Doom and Wolfenstein every now and again, but only on certain monitors, oddly enough, and then it just kind of never happened again. There is a Schwert over here, so we've got a replica sword. Does that say anything right there? Newest of the fallen, take up your sword and fight. Sounds like a Sabaton lyric. Newest of the fallen, take up your sword and fight. I don't know. That didn't sound like Sabaton. That went like a weird kind of Eddie Vedder direction. I don't know. Okay, so we've got a meter up in the top right that determines how hard we're swinging our sword. Gotcha. Dude, I have a disembodied severed hand holding my weapon. What does that say? Seek the slumbering creature of moonlight. They are the last existing door. Okay. I had to raise my mouse sensitivity. Can I break these? Oh, I can. Do they break? Hey, there we go. I have to break pots. I've played too many Zelda games to not break every pot I come across. And see, I have been rewarded with a big bag of ashes. It does look like we can jump, but boy, that jump seems kind of suspect. I don't think that's going to work out for me. See, like, there's a complication here. The game keeps telling me the title of the songs that it's playing, and when you change the musical track to a thing called River of Death, as I'm walking into a new area, I'm like, a little bit foreboding. Okay, so apparently there's lots of... Can I, like, break the bodies? No, I cannot break the bodies, but surprisingly, I did not expect the bodies to interact when I smacked them. With tiny indie titles, sometimes you don't expect to see certain details that are there. What are you? I smack you. Go away. Bad snail. That's, oh my god, the shell is immune. Okay, so you gotta hit the part of him that's exposed. That's actually also a really interesting detail, an oceanic bone shard. Is there a way to keep the text on screen a little bit longer for some of the stuff that I'm seeing here? Doesn't look like there's an option for that. Alright. I'm a slow reader. I'm sorry. I'm one of the I'm the type of fool that when he reads, he moves his lips quietly. Got to use my index finger to follow along on the page. All right, let's see here. We've got 2 acquired. 2 of what? It said 2 acquired. So I don't have anything in there. Is there like an area where I can just look at all of my items? Materials. So ashes. We've got an ocean bone shard. And that's all I've got for right now. Then what did I pick up 2 of? I am tremendously vexed. I do like how after the snail dies, the shell stays around, and it's just kind of like a little dungeon kickball you could play around with. I've been playing this for like 6 minutes right now, and I can already tell this is going to be a unique... Oh, I cut his head off. Does he bleed out when I cut the head off? I mean, there was definitely blood coming. I could tell that this is going to be a unique experience, is what my earlier sentence was alluding to. Do I have a map? That's my other question. Nope. I'm not going for it. Ooh, I decapitated him. Nice. Maybe it's money that I'm picking up. It is. It's silver. Okay, so I'm picking up money when it says 2 acquired. Maybe a different sound effect for when you pick up gold versus when you pick up items. A milk snail? Okay. I don't know if I have like a dodge or anything. Do I have like a... Oh, I decapitated him again. There we go. Oh, you can kind of... Like, it looks like there's maybe like a backslide when you right-click. I can't decide if that's an actual backslide or if it's like something weird going on. You're not dead. You're just playing pretend. Oh, he's running for it. Got him. Does he drop anything good? He was like a bigger, gnarlier snail than the previous snails that I... The Icicle. Is it a weapon? Oh, it is. A curved icy blade that is imbued with a lost form of ice magic. Yeah, let's equip that. Aw, sweet, dude. I didn't actually expect it to be like a sickle proper. I thought it was just alluding to the fact that maybe it was like a curved cutlass or something like that, or like a scimitar. I don't think I have a map now that I'm thinking about it. I would like to have a map. What is that thing? It looks like a mud bug. What is that thing? Like a big crawdad? Some kind of isopod? I'm just going to keep smacking it. Maybe it dies. Maybe it doesn't. It died. Yay. Okay, the power of ice magic is with us. We all in on ice magic now until ice magic betrays us. Okay, little dead guy right there. What is this? The mana vial. That's cool, that's cool. But is it in like a good flavor? Because if my mana potion doesn't taste like Sprite, it shall not touch my lips. I've been on like a weird resurgence lately when it comes to Sprite. Ooh, a magic ring. I've been on a weird resurgence lately. So I haven't had Sprite in like a really long time. A spectral orb of light that follows you for 45 seconds. Okay, yeah, I can equip that. Okay, so C and V use our magic. And there it is. We've got like a little ball that follows us around and like illuminates our surroundings. Unfortunately, we're in broad daylight right now, so you're not really going to see the maximal effect of using that spell. But still, I don't know if there was still more places to explore, but there's a weird critter monster over here, and frankly, I feel entitled to murder, so I'm going to. I also found a toggleable... Hold on a second. I gotta murder this dude. I found that there's a compass that you can toggle inside the options so that you can figure out what direction you're going in and like what you want to do and where you want to go at. I don't see any potential avenues right now for advancement. Like, it doesn't seem like we're getting XP or anything from killing the monsters that we're seeing, so I'm kind of wondering if it just... I honestly don't know. Maybe we pay silver to level ourselves up, possibly? It seems like it might be... up. Oh, God. I got struck by something. I think I walked right into it. Okay. What else we got going on here? Water. Take a little bath, you know what I mean? After a day spent annihilating isopods with a farming implement. You gotta give yourself a little scrub-a-dub-dub. Can't be producing any foul, offensive stenches. My magic spell real quick. I can't see. I like that there's utility spells. That's very D&D, where, like, you can cast light on something, basically, in order to be able to see, like, not every single spell is going to be like a magic missile or like a fireball or something. The flame spear has been acquired. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, let's put flame spear on. Yup, looks like a magic spell. So it looks like we are throwing a literal spear of fire. Are you bad? Who are you? Random anime girl in the midst of dungeon? I am confused, but okay. Gonna run with it. You look a little lost. This area is called the Hollow Basin. It's the highest reached point of the Great Well. It's also one of the safest areas except for Wing's Rest. Speaking of Wing's Rest, I can spirit you there if you want. No, I'm good for now. Right, well, I'm here if you ever need to get out of here. Okay, so maybe she takes us to like a hub where we can train and like buy things and get new equipment or something like that. Mana's a little bit tight right now. Like, I don't want to be spending it on light spells, but I also like being able to use my eyeballs, so... Oh, really? We took, like, the long way around. I 100% did not expect this to loop back to where we came from. Okay, fair enough. What's that do? Ah, this is where... So we level up, and... Oh, we have skill points that we play around with. Okay, well, I haven't verified how we get said skill points yet. But I would like to hit a little bit harder. And what does speed do? It's your maximum running speed. Okay. Dexterity defines your jump height and damage done with ranged weapons. Int defines your maximum mana, spell damage. I kind of want to do a little bit of like a hybrid. Almost like a, you know, like when you play the Confessor in Elden Ring. Like, I know that playing the Confessor is probably not optimal because I never see anyone recommend take the Confessor ever in Elden Ring. Everybody's like, take Samurai or take Astrologer. You know what I mean? Like, either that or take Wretch if you're doing PvP. But, like, I tend to take the unorthodox choices. The little things that, like, other people don't take. And so I like the idea of sort of doing, like, a hybrid build, even if it's less efficient, because I want to do all the things. I want to play around with magic. I want to play around with melee. I feel like maybe we've done everything here except for that one big jump. So maybe we let her... Maybe we let her, like, spirit us away, I guess? I don't know. I've been wandering around for a couple minutes in between those edits, just trying to figure out if I got everything, because I'm the kind of person that when I played, like, Dark Souls 1, it would take me literal days to get through various aspects of the game because I had to find every single secret and every single little tiny thing. But one thing I've learned about myself is that if I want to make actual progress into a game, sometimes I need to just curtail that and do what the game wants me to do and, like, focus on the narrative. Otherwise, I never finish the game. Yeah, let's go to Wing's Rest. Why not? Off we go. Adorable sound effects in tow. Wing's Rest. Alright. We have a save stone over here. I should probably use that just in case I end up detonated. Is warping? Oh, yeah, they've got, like, different zones. Okay, so that'll allow me to go back to... Okay, so Wing's Rest, Hollow Basin. Alright, so basically that's like the zone select for your dungeon crawl. That means we can go back to the previous area once we've got a little bit more jumping power. What's going on in here? So we've got, like, a VV-style Black Mage over here. There's a Skeletor. Hello there, Sonny. People call me Clive, though that's not really my name. I seem to have lost it. My memory ain't quite what it used to be, but my bones is good. I stay young by drinking these little health tonics. Why don't you take some? You look a little mealy. Be careful wandering the depths. Not everything out there is as peaceful as a skeleton. Can I have that one, too? Dude, you drink a lot of health potion. Has anybody told you you might have a problem? Salutations, Outlander. Welcome to the depths. I'm Etna, and I study the sacred art of alchemy at Etna Mole. If you happen on any materials during your journey, bring them to me. You want to do some alchemy? I do have things. I've got an ashes, and I've got an ashes. What does that do? It doesn't like that? Well, it doesn't look like I can do anything for right now. I fiddled around with it for a second, but I'm guessing that's a mechanic that we're not quite ready for yet. What does this guy do over here? What do you do? What are you? What a mess you've been caught up in. Welcome to the depths, outsider. Escape to the outworld has long been a myth. But if you're gonna get the Mr. the Mr. Krabs laugh. But if you're gonna explore, why not explore yourself? Fancy a new trinket? Okay. So there's an enchanted key, a bewitched key made from ocean bone. It removes the old enchanted gates that were put up after the Crusades. There's a rapier. There's a steel needle, which is also a rapier. There's a crossbow. Okay, so there's like a number of things in here that could probably help out. The key was like $1, but I'll just kind of keep it where it's at, and then I'll buy it when I need it. Weapon cannot be enhanced. Oh, so it's actually got kind of like a Dark Souls style weapon enhancement system as well. Okay. I mean, it sounds like a plan to me. Once I'm done here, what do you do? It worked! Last time I tried the spell, it only worked halfway. So this is Wing's Rest. It's an old temple of sorts made by a sect of holy monks. They were banished into the Great Well back during the Crusades. Although they're gone, their protective magic still lingers. Take your time and relax here, and if you want to head back out, use the crystal where you came in. I would like to head back out. I think that sounds like a really good idea. Let's get back to the adventuring. So obviously there was something I missed over here. Okay, so I think I found where I'm going. This game doesn't have a map. Like, there's no in-game mapping or anything else going on. So, like, you kind of just got to feel your way around in the dark. And after a while, you're going to sort of get used to the map and the way that it functions. But in the beginning, it's a little bit disorienting, not gonna lie. But I think I found what I missed here after a few minutes of wandering around and just sort of like mentally reckoning. So Temple of Silence is to the right, Hollow Basin is to the left. We definitely don't want to go... Okay, yep, that's a key slot that blinks at me. I bet you I needed to buy that key off that vendor, huh? So I went back and I bought the key. Hopefully the key is the way that we get through this door. I don't know if it is. It may be. It may not be. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't know if the key needs to be, like, put into a slot or something. Enchanted key. It is now in my quick items. There it is! So in pressing 2... to use my quick item. The game has a manual. You're going to have to read it, all right? Nothing here is tutorialized. It's not going to tutorialize you at all. The good news is if you press tab and you go over here, there's a full-on game manual that you can look at for the entire title that tells you everything you need to know. And that's how I know we're also leveling. Look, we've leveled up twice. We are killing monsters. It's just there's no pop-up on the UI or anything to tell you that you've gotten souls or runes or XP or anything else. You've just got to kind of notice that there's an XP counter right here next to your level. And so you do level up from killing monsters. It looks like the game is farmable, like if you want to fight things. Oh, we got a torch. Nice. Is that like a quick slot item? Or is it like a magic spell? It's actually a mainline equip. Okay. Looks like I can hit people with it too. Yeah, I can do like a little torch stab. All right, well, let's keep going and see what we run into here. We finally found our way out of the zone, so, like, I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be excited about what's to come. Okay, there's been a change in the tile set, and that is a long stairway down. I don't know how optimistic I feel about going down further. The direction that I want to go is up, to the upwards direction out of this cave. Okay. A little creepy in here. A little creepy, a little dark. Definitely a different tone than the last part of the dungeon. What is that thing? Does it rotate or something? I don't know what it is. Hopefully it's not malevolent and it doesn't try to, like, stab me or anything. Ooh, there can be silver inside the pots too. Nice. Don't mind me just desecrating Granny for marginal gains in currency. Okay, a little bit more ashes, a little bit more of this, a little bit... Oh, that's a guy. Okay. I didn't know if he was gonna, like, get up and try to hurt me or something. This definitely has that old school King's Feel vibe to it. No hand-holding and all, though I think hand-holding... Oh, is it like an incense burner? Yeah, it must be an incense burner. So you stick a candle inside the brass dragon's butt, and then it makes smoke come out of its mouth. I got a bad feeling about these dudes on the floor. I'm gonna, like, activate something Indiana Jones style, and they're all gonna come to life. And I'm gonna have to fight them. Free health potion, I guess. Looks like there's a stairwell that goes up. What is that? Soon we'll be free of the accursed well. For great prophet Abdul has found a way out. While we are tethered here physically, our minds can be extricated with enlightenment. Sure. I believe you. There's probably a switch on the other side of that, so that's probably like a loop back would be my guess. What's up this way? The game is especially labyrinthine. Like, even when you're in, like, the first level, this is probably a game where you want to break out some graph paper because the game has no in-game map whatsoever. And so, like, playing with a pad of graph paper might not be a terrible idea just to make your own map. A ritual dagger? Okay. I don't know what I need all these ashes for, but I do want the money. Yeah, it's pretty, what does the ritual dagger do? Is it like a weapon? It is a weapon. Oh, it looks like we actually... Huh, your weapons level up. This one's gathering XP. Interesting, so 6 damage on the dagger, but it is faster. It looks like it's got like a poison affix on it. Yeah, everything's got kind of like a different element attached to it. Okay. I would like to go back and save now. That's what I would like to do. I would like to go back and save. We've done some adventuring. Oh, look at that. You can break the torches. I've done like a little bit of adventuring here, and my sense of anxiety is growing. I definitely feel anxious, like the game's gonna spring some kind of trap on me. And I just haven't gotten to the point where the trap was yet. Another gate down here. Another gate over there as well. Okay. Oh, can I not hold any more ashes? Oh, no, I'm not full up. Can there be, like, cobblestones or something that are loose that allow me to open this stuff up? So after going through the ritual dagger room again, I was just kind of looking around. It looks like we have a broken gate over here with more dead guys who appear to be, I mean, this guy's brain got sucked out. So I'm going to guess that the cult leader down here convinces people to, like, meditate until they fall asleep and then sucks their brains out once they fall asleep, telling them it's going to allow them to escape to the surface. That kind of feels like the direction this is going in. Hopefully these ashes end up being useful because, man, I got some serious ashes. That was probably a louder noise than what I wanted to make down in here. Just, you know, keep breaking random pots and pans and things. Treasure chest over here. A lithomancy ring. What does the lithomancy ring do? Let's see here. A forbidden blood magic that gives life to the inanimate, unable to comprehend existence, objects only scream. Created by Mad Wizard Abdul before his exile. It is unknown what the purpose of this spell might be. So basically it just like brings things to life. Okay. I'm gonna quickly break out. What is this? I don't know if I want to bring those guys to life. They seem like they might not appreciate it, considering the cantaloupe-sized chunk that's missing from the top of their heads. Follow along, little light. I need you to kind of be... I wish the light was actually out in front of me a little bit. Oh, it opened up this gate, too. Okay, I know where I am. Oh, there's one that's alive over there. Okay. Go away. I'm going to shoot him with some magic. Here we go. Wow. Oh, I shot his head off. Okay. Was that a ghost or was that a mummy? Because it just vanished into ethereal air. I guess this is kind of one of those Porque no los dos type situations. It's a mummy ghost. There's another one back here. Somehow I feel like a mummy's not particularly going to care about ice magic being on my weapon. It's kind of hard to say. Dropped a little bit of cash, though. I'll take that. I mean, that's a great solution right there, me getting free cash. It looks like, so if I can get up there, I can jump on. Okay, and then I can go get the health potion. Gotcha. Well, hopefully find a means to get up there then. The enemies do respawn when you go to a save spot, so that's another thing to keep in mind. There you go. Give you a little bit of fire magic. Let you feel it. Alright, down it goes. We've taken out another mummy. Good look, good look. Let's break out the torch, and it looks like we have another book here. It appears the brain was removed, but the wounds were inflicted inside the skull itself. It looks like the brain carved its own way out. Oh boy. Okay, yep. Sure. I was gonna say, like, if there was gonna be a secret wall, it kind of felt like there would be a secret wall right there. Does that open? No. See, now they're gonna force me to be super fastidious and trace every single wall looking for question mark pop-ups. Oh, that guy's got a sword. They've both got a sword. Okay, that one's heads off. I assume it's probably good that we have the heads off these things. I don't know what it ultimately affects, but it seems like they get a lot less aggressive when you cut their head off, as tends to be the natural order of things. I do like that there's no stamina we have to mess around with. You really just have to decide if you want to do little light hits, or if you want to do... I thought that guy was giving me the finger for a second. I don't know if they just, like, give... Oh, God. Okay, that hurt so much. Ooh, they dropped the sword. Nice. That's kind of cool that they can drop the actual weapons that they use. Is the sword sick? What does it do? A rusted, discarded greatsword. The level of rust seems unnatural, as if the metal itself had held strange oils. We can give it a go. It do be looking kind of rusty. It does look a little bit rusty. Oh, there's another one over here, dude. Oh, it gives you a lunge. Oh, that's actually kind of like moderately dangerous. Okay. So this weapon, when you heavy swing it, it has a lunge to it, which can put you back in range of getting smacked if you're not being careful about it. Our health is kind of bad now. Okay, probably won't use that too much then. That little lunge makes me feel unnerved. But we do have a save point over here. Oh no, that's just a shard of a crystal. Oh no, dude. Okay, I feel terrible about my decisions. Do you have a sword? I think I like the speedier weapons so far that allow me to get a hit off a little bit safer. All right, take him out. It seems to me that we may have to use... Yeah, a health vial might have to be what happens here. Luckily, the health vials seem to be a full heal. Could not have predicted that. That's actually amazing. All right, so his head's off. And I think once the head's off, they don't quite attack as fast. And it seems to me, having played the game now for like a considerable chunk, that you can decapitate, or there's like a wait. Aha! There's a critical spot on like a lot of the enemies that allow you to basically hamstring the hell out of them so that they're not quite as scary. We found a ring. The Blood Strike. What does Blood Strike do? Does it heal me? Because I need a heal. Let's see here. Weaponized form of blood magic. Some warriors sought these forms of magic to rely on their vitality rather than their magical power. I'm going to guess it uses my blood to attack the enemy, so it drains my health to deal 60 damage. That's what that feels like to me. That's definitely what I need to find, like a save spot where I can actually like level up. We've got 5 or 6 level ups to play around with, but we're out of time for right now. This is LUNACID. Oh, the secret doors reclose. This is LUNACID. I don't really know what to say about it. As a King's Field fan, it definitely has kind of that wonky, heavy feel that King's Field has, and it does feel hyper punishing when you get hit. And it is a game that, like, you are going to get stuck because there is no map and you're going to try to have to find secrets and things of that nature. This is a game that is very much for a specific type of dungeon crawling explorer player. This is a game that does not hold your hand from what I've seen so far. This is a game that is not going to give you hints. It is not going to give you a tutorial. If you've played old school dungeon crawls before that are kind of like that, I mean, this game goes one step further in the respect that it doesn't even have like a mapping utility or anything. Ooh, a shield, nice. It does not have a mapping utility or anything. You just kind of have to feel out the dungeons yourself. So it's so old school that you may actually have to make your own wireframe map on a piece of graph paper as you're playing it. That idea is appealing to some people. To other people, that's going to be like a hard pass. This is clearly a game that is going its own way and doesn't really care about its reception. And this is clearly made by like a developer that they wanted to do something weird and something reflective of the King's Field series, or like Shadow Tower, or like something like that. And honestly, I think they hit the nail on the head. The fact of the matter is, though, like, those games were not for everybody, even in their time period. They had kind of like a cult following. And so anyways, I'll leave it up to you whether or not what you saw here today is the kind of early access you want to get involved in. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we were checking out LUNACID, a curious little dungeon crawling action RPG. Tomorrow it'll be something else. Thanks for spending your time with me, and that's all that I've got. Bye, folks.